So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am in. So today we have our fiddle leaf fig plant. What are we doing with her today is we are repotting from whatever soil I got it from to new soil, of course. So that's what we're doing today. I am just going to change the soil because this baby dries every single day and I think it's so root bound in the pot that it's in. So I'm going to try by all means to remove all the soil and then repot and see what happens. So let's talk about her whilst we do this. I am crazy a little bit. I am a little bit crazy, but not too much, okay? She doesn't take away from my Monstera plants until I get an elbow. But for now, my Monstera Deliciosa wins every single day, and not forgetting every other plant I have already. But I wanted a fiddle leaf fig for the longest. Long before it was popular, I wanted this plant, and then the pandemic happened. The bloggers started. What could I have done? Bloggers started blogging and they made this plant go viral like crazy. And I'm sitting there like, I am a student. I need money to buy this plant, but I cannot afford. At the time, I could not afford it, or I could not afford one single plant because the budget was tight. But then something miraculous happened. Okay, let's get into this. So before we start, can we talk about how long I've had this plant for? I've had this plant since September 10th. That's when I got it. I went to Lowe's. No, damn. Let's redo. Okay. I was in Kentucky for some classes, and then I just stopped by Home Depot just to see like what they have in their garden center, because here in Ohio I have never been to Home Depot before. I had never been in Home Depot all my life until I got to Kentucky, and I did. I went to Home Depot, and as I was there I was like, let me get in there and see what plants they have. And then I saw these fiddle leaf figs plants. I'll put a video of me getting shocked right now, right here. You are seeing the video right now. These fig trees are $30. Would you believe that? This is crazy. $30. These things used to be hundreds of dollars, man. Like, wow. Imagine if you bought yours at 100, now some of us will get it at 30. Whoa. Anyway, I might come back here to get this since it's now affordable. I mean, why not? Guess who's got it? Will you die on me or not? I do not know. Does $30 look like this? What? $30. Okay. I had my class on the day. This is the day that I arrived, so I couldn't take the plant with me because I was staying in a hotel and all that. I just didn't want to have those issues of carrying a plant with me in the car because I drove there. So on the next day, when I was now leaving, I was like, let me just stop by the store to see if they still have it. Guess what? They still had like 5 plants, and all of them were going for $30 in the pot. However, when you look online, whenever I would look on, so I went on the Home Depot website to check what the price was. I realized that it was $100 and something online, yet it was $30 in store. And I will kid you not, the person who served me was in shock too. They were like, this plant is $30? I was like, yeah, it's $30 on the container. And all of them are $30 over there. And I believe till today that someone made a mistake of putting this big plant in the pot for the smaller one. And now they are at a loss because I won. I go home with my $100 worth plant for $30. So I'm excited. I am super duper excited. So yeah, that's pretty much the backstory. Now we have her. She lost one leaf since I got her, and now we can tell like that some of the leaves are still super good, super healthy, Everything is good. She stays on the, I put, at first when I got her, I put her on the south facing window, but then the south facing window has more direct sun coming in throughout the day. So I had to move her. I moved her to facing window where she only gets the morning sun and nothing else. So she lost a leaf soon after receiving her, and I think it was just because she's trying to adjust to the environment. But now she's good. She's been doing good. The only issue is that I haven't been watering her on time and enough and all that. So we need to change that. That's what we have to do for us to keep this plant happy and healthy. So now we get to change the soil. We are going to do that whilst we potentially talk about how do people care for these plants? What have I read? Because I don't have real experience. I'm just going to base on what I've read before. There we go. She is so root bound. The roots have nowhere to go. Like, it's so sad. It's really sad. I don't know what to do. Oh wow, it's really bad. She's been here for the longest. Okay. I don't want these leaves to suffer, so I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm trying to hold the leaves whilst I shake it. It's so root bound. This is when I need the chopstick looking kind of poking tool that people use. I need it. Damn, I never thought I would need that. But now I think I do. Because I can't help this plant right now. Who try? And this is the other thing. I actually have never tried to know if it's sensitive to all this touchy thing ever. Because all I know is that this plant is very sensitive to changes, right? It doesn't like change as much. Like, for example, if you put her on the south facing window and she's doing well, and you try to move to a different window or just move it to a different environment altogether, it's going to lose leaves because of that. So it's just one of those things where I'm like, I don't know what to do with you. I do not know what to do. So right now, I actually don't know if she's going to be well after all this. Oh my God. Okay. I think it's working little by little. Because the truth of the matter is, do I really have to change all the soil? My heart is telling me yes. But my mind is telling me it will take too long. I cannot sing to save a soul, but it's just telling me to, to not take too long doing this, because is it necessary? I don't know. And I'm thinking of not putting it back in here. I'll put it in this container. I'll put it in this one. So I had put water at the bottom just for it to get watered from the bottom instead, since I was drying it a lot. So I'm putting it in here instead of the other pot. See if we can take care of her. Okay, I think we are doing what we can here. Sometimes you do not have to do too much, I think. Someone's going to be like, oh my God, you're breaking the roots. Surprisingly, I haven't even started. Look at this one, very healthy looking. So instead of changing all the soil, the only thing that scares me by leaving this plant like this is that sometimes these people who put like a plastic kind of thing on the roots and, like whatever it is where the roots were when they started propagating it. They leave it there, they never remove it, so the roots never get a chance to grow as much as they can, which also reduces the quality of leaves you get, because the plant will be constrained. So here I'm just going to do it from the top because it's easier. I think, let me show you. You see all this, but I don't think I'm going to win this war. What we are going to do now is to just let's sit down. So what we're going to do is to just move this plant from here to this pot, right, and add new soil on the side. All I'm trying to do now is to just make room for more clean new soil, maybe more nutritious soil than the one that it has here, just for us to encourage the plant to grow more and just be more happy, you know, just be happier than what it is. Because right now I will show you after this that we have some leaves browning. Isn't it so funny? I was watching this plantarina video talking about how long you can stay with your fiddle leaf fig in your house, and the maximum time you can have a fiddle leaf fig indoors successfully healthy is 6 months. After that, you're just having a struggle baby. You're just there with a struggling little baby who is losing leaves every day. So it's just one of the funniest things where I'm counting down the months to the 6 months mark, just to make sure that at least I get there. Please allow me to get to 6 months, because I cannot do it alone. I won't be able to leave knowing that I can't even take care of a fiddle leaf fig for 6 months. Can you at least last for a year? I mean, please. Yeah, and also this is actually very helpful too. The fact that I'm shaking it right now, they say that it's helpful for the strength of the tree. Like, it's like wind blowing, whatever, fake wind. So I usually just randomly shake it like this. People do crazy things, man. That's all I have to say. People do crazy things for these plants. If only they knew. We should have left them in the wild instead of bringing them indoors and start making up things like, oh, they need the wind to strengthen the trunk. They need this. Oh my goodness. This will be the most boring video for you to watch, but the most rewarding video for me. Oh my God. You don't know how this is. It's actually getting better now. Now I'm getting more excited because the soil is almost finished. We are mainly on the roots now. So how do we care for a fiddle leaf fig? Provide it with light, give it fertilizer, water it, never let it dry, fully dry, but make sure that it never fully dry. Like, if you see my soil right now, it's cool, right? It's not like dry soil. It's still moist, even though, hey, the moist word, but it is still moist. And even though it looks like it's dry, right, the soil is still moist, so the roots will not get too much shock. That's why I had to put water from the bottom, just to allow the plant to get more water. And by doing that, I think that's why we have new roots that are really excited about growing here than before. Okay, I think we are doing so well. And the other thing is we have to balance this plant. But the only thing that I can say so far, a month in, this is like a very new parent who just gave birth, giving advice on how to take care of a child. You are still new to this world. And you're already giving advice to the world. Nah, I'm not giving advice on this. I'm just sharing things that I've heard from online people. I'll come back with did it work or not, because I'm trying my best here. And now we put new soil. I'm putting it back in here for a little bit. Okay. I'm just like, why are plants so overpriced? These are common plants, man. We're not trying to get all these rare plants. Pricing of plants that we don't know of. Some of us, we haven't researched. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, why, man? Can you price them in a reasonable price? And then when all these auctioning places are done, the plants are now with the mass producers. They all go down and we all can afford. Okay, there we go. So I'm trying to get all the soil down. It's going to be an interesting time. Yeah, so after doing this, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add some stones on top. Okay, so this plant is done. I'm going to let it drain, and whilst we wait, I have some stones. I got some decorative stones from Dollar Tree. Why am I getting stones for $1.25? Why? I don't get it. I do not get it. Okay, now we have our stones. They're just little pebbles. I just want it to be a nice little stony home. I don't even think it looks nice, but I like seeing stones and all that. They will help the plant look better, I think. I don't know. See, do you see that? Look at this baby. Look at her. Hello in the new home. Oh, she's a new home. She is in a new home. And I actually like it with the stones, I think. It makes it look more interesting. All right, guys, I am done. I just finished repotting the fiddle leaf fig from the old soil, and obviously we still have the old soil a little bit because I couldn't get rid of it as much. Now we have it. We now have the plant in new soil, and I hope that it will do better in this soil, because I know I had that it's a very sensitive plant. I'm just hoping that it will behave for me. And please leave for more than 6 months, please. Comment down below with any tips you have for me. I'll be so happy and glad, because I need this plant to live. This is my $30, y'all. It's $30 worth. We need her alive. This is telling me something is wrong for sure. It's going to fall very soon, but it seems like everything else is good. Yeah, I got it the way it is. Every other leaf, I literally look at this plant a lot just to make sure that no pest or anything is happening. So yeah, okay, tell me guys what to do to keep her alive, because we just got her. She's a month old in this house. Bye 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 bye.